What is up, Pisces family? How y'all doing, man? Guess what time it is? My favorite time of the month. Time for the mid-month messages. So what I'm looking for in the mid-month messages is I'm checking to see if there has been a change of timelines from the main monthly reading. So for those of you who need a personal reading, all the information is in the description of the video. And remember, y'all, tomorrow, December 19th at 11 a.m. Pacific time, we're doing our final round of the $22.22 live mini readings of 2024. I have no clue when we're doing it again after this. Have no idea. A month, 6 months, 9 months, a year, have no clue. But we're doing it for a holiday special to wrap up the year. So remember, the ones that get ordered first get read first. You're more than welcome to wait until we're live to order one if you want, but you will get pushed to the back if you do that. But no worries, you don't have to sit and wait through all the live streams waiting for your reading if you do that. All you got to do is wait until the playback is posted and go look in the comments, and all the readings are time-stamped in the comment section, okay? All right, let's jump into this. I'm starting this off with the person you have a past history with. If you're not asking about somebody you have a past history with, this is not for you. Sit tight, I'll get to your situation in a minute. Let's see if we're still on the same timeline with Pisces and the person from the past. King of Wands. Okay. We got Queen of... so y'all are kind of mirroring each other here. I love it when this comes out like this. This shows a mirroring effect. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Y'all are mirroring each other. So I'm thinking that you're kind of waiting to hear from them, and they're kind of waiting to hear from you. And in the meantime, it's just radio silent. But no, I don't think they've moved on from this. No, they haven't. Neither have you. Neither of you have. But radio silence. You're waiting on them. They're waiting on you. Y'all are mirroring each other. Some of you could have dealt with somebody that has an addiction issue. I know that's not all of you, but every time I say that, somebody comes to me for a reading dealing with that situation. So if it was addiction issues that fucked this relationship up, and you're wondering if they're getting clean and sober, no, they're not. And when the devil card comes out like that, it usually means they're getting worse. So it's probably worse now than it was when y'all were together. But I know that's not all of you. Okay. I am kind of feeling like this person at least wants closure, though. At least. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. Who else do I have here? Could be a Virgo. I also have Capricorn. And those are just energies. You know, it could be anybody. Well, let's see how they feel about you at the deepest level. How's this person feel about Pisces at the deepest level? How's this person feel about Pisces at the deepest level? Ooh, 8 of Cups. So they pretty much feel like they have no choice but to walk away from this. Yeah. They kind of feel like they have no choice but to walk away from this. They do want to talk to you, but they don't know if you want to talk to them. It's not really telling me why they feel like they have no choice. It's not really telling me. Did you maybe say something that would indicate that you never want to hear from them again? Or maybe for some of you, they did something so fucked up that no sane person would ever let them back into their life, or so they think. I don't know. but they're having a hard time moving on from this. So how do we fix that problem? We jump straight into a new relationship. So now they're out there trying to find somebody new because they feel like that's the only way they'll be able to get over you. Only way they'll be able to get you off their mind, at least. All right, some of you dealt with a Taurus in the past. Also, I have Cancer here. Well, let's just get the advice on this. What's the advice? Would it be a good idea for Pisces to reach out to this person? Ooh, the Sun card. First of all, remember to focus on your own happiness. Remember that. Nothing is more important. I know that sounds corny. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. Focus on your own happiness and your own emotional independence. But what I think would probably be the best thing to do right off the bat is shoot this person a closure message. Let that be right off the bat. Because I'm going to tell you what, even if you do want to reconcile with a past person, you still have to close out the old cycle first. First. It don't matter what you want to do. It don't matter if you want to move forward and find somebody new or bring somebody from the past back in. The old cycle of the unfinished business and that karmic tie, that still has to be released and closed out first. So I would start off by shooting this person a closure message with no expectations behind it. That's very important. And it's kind of weird, I know. It's weird, it's awkward, it's kind of embarrassing, it feels kind of funny, you know, but sometimes you just got to do it. It would blow your mind if you knew how drastically that will alter the trajectory of your path when you do that. Oh, yes, it will. You may not think it will, but it will. And let that sink in for a little bit. Shoot them a closure message. Hey, I just want to let you know that there's no ill will coming from me. This is not an attempt to lure you back in. You don't even have to respond to this if you don't want. Just want to let you know. No ill will coming from me. I forgive you for what you did. I apologize for what I did. I send you on your way with love, light, prosperity, and, close it out. And let that sink in. It's going to take a little bit for it to sink in. And then once you feel like it's sunk in for a little bit and you've released as much as you possibly can, then ask yourself if you're even interested in talking to this person. Give it a month or two. Some of you may not even be interested in talking to them after that. Some of you may. Cross that bridge when you get to it. But I think closing out this karmic cycle and releasing this karmic tie is going to be paramount before 2025. And then once we creep up into 2025, we're all on a new timeline after that point, especially beginning in Aquarius season. Aquarius season is definitely going to mark the beginning of a new timeline. Definitely. So, okay. Now let's move on and see what's going on with single Pisces and the person that you're interested in. Are we on the same timeline? If timelines change, do they change for the better or for the worse? Single Pisces and the person they're interested in. What's happening? Did timelines change? The Hermit. Some of you interested in a Virgo, possibly? That's a very common energetic mixture that I see a lot. Virgo and Pisces. And it's weird because those two are opposites. Y'all know that, right? You know that Virgo is your opposite. And I've never seen a more common pairing of opposite signs than Virgo and Pisces. I see that one all the fucking time. I don't know why. It's interesting. Anyway, though, Let's see. Eight of Swords reversed. So you're kind of starting to come to your senses about this situation. King of Cups. Two of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Well, I don't understand what the Eight of Swords means. Because you're really feeling like you know this person has feelings for you, but for some reason they're not really opening all the way up and expressing it to their full potential. So it's telling me that you're feeling like you're coming to your senses and realizing something, but it's not telling me what that is. That's weird. Normally, what comes through is what you're coming to realize. Like you're wasting your time or there's a lot of red flags. It's not telling me what you're realizing about this person though. Maybe it's just so different that I couldn't generalize it. It's so different depending on the person or the situation. But honestly, I do kind of feel like a relationship is being attempted between the two of you. But it's a very surface level connection between the two of you. And it's causing a lot of nervousness. Because you know they have feelings for you. They just don't know how to open up and express it. They're very closed off. Maybe a little bit detached, emotionally unavailable. And when you act like that to a water sign gonna shit their pants over that. So, yeah, okay. Well, let's dig their feelings, energies, and intentions up at the deepest level. Ace of Wands reversed. They want to take things slow. Yeah, they want to take things slow. I do feel like this is a very busy person too. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but some of you may hear this person make the excuse, I'm busy, a lot. And you may be wondering if they're lying to you. If that resonates with you, no, they're not lying. If this person tells you, I was busy with work, I got a lot going on, I'm busy this week, they're not lying. They are not lying. I think this person has so much on their plate that they may not even really have the room to squeeze a relationship into their life right now. But they do have feelings for you. Yes, they absolutely do. But they also love being single at the same time. So they're kind of torn. I think the reason why they're so torn, and if it wasn't for this, they would probably choose to be single. They feel a very abnormally strong connection with you. Abnormally strong. Oh, yeah, see? Six of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. This person is a very near and dear member of your soul family. You all have had many lifetimes together where you've played very close, intimate roles in each other's lives, such as parent and child, brother and sister, sister and brother, life partners, maybe even bitter enemies in some of their lifetimes. But you all have had many lifetimes before where you were really close. So both of you feel an abnormally intense feeling of soul recognition towards each other. So that's kind of the only thing that's making it hard for this person to back away from this. I think that's what's giving them an internal mental struggle. They probably honestly, though, wish that they could just flip a switch and turn it off. But they feel a really strong connection with you. Okay, well, let's get the advice on this. Let's get the advice on this. Queen of Wands reversed. So try not to be too stubborn. Try not to control things that you don't have control of. You know what? I tell you, okay, so this requires quite a bit of integrity. But this is a philosophy that I've been living by for 10 years. And sometimes it can lead to some pretty painful things happening. But this is what will tell you who you need in your life. Step back and let them do whatever the hell they want. I don't care who it is in your life. Best friend, family, husband, wife, whoever. Step back and let them do whatever the fuck they want. If you let them do whatever they want, they'll show you what they want. They'll show you. Like I said, sometimes that can be painful. Oh, it can. But it's kind of like, you know, you've met that couple where one person is really controlling, you know? That's never made sense to me. I've never been able to wrap my mind around that. Why would somebody want a partner that they have to control? They're always going through their phone, telling them who they can and can't talk to, where they can and can't go, you know, and every time I see that, I'm like, so you mean to tell me that the person you're with would absolutely go cheat on you if you let them? But the only reason they don't cheat on you is because you don't let them. You can sleep at night knowing that? You can lay your head on the pillow and drift off to sleep all night long, knowing that the person you're with would rather cheat on you. But the only reason they don't is because they can't, because you won't let it happen. You can sleep at night knowing that? The fuck? Why the fuck do you want somebody in your life that you can't trust? Let people do whatever they want, and they'll show you what they want. That's the quickest, most effective way to let the universe show you who you need in your life. I'm thinking that if you can manage to do that with this person, you give them a long enough leash to just do whatever they want, be who they are. Once they feel comfortable with that, they'll open up and let you in. Once they know they're safe to let you in. Once they realize that, oh, it's on. It is on. Y'all gonna form a tight fucking connection, dude. All right, well, now let's see who's the next person that's actually due to come in. The next soul contract due to come in for Pisces. Man, my table is so bare now that I put all those decks on eBay. It's so weird. I got like a big chunk of them here that's missing. All those decks that I put on eBay have all been here on my table all year long. I usually don't do that. Normally I pick decks that have been stashed away in the corner for like months and months, taking up space. But this time I actually chose all the decks that I chose to put on eBay this time have all been here on my table used daily for the whole year, all of 2024. And now my table is looking a little bit naked. Oh well. Now let me use this one. Hang on. All right. Next person due to come in for Pisces. Who's the next person due to come in? Ooh, Ace of Wands could be a fire sign for some of you. So the Ace of Wands there is all about fast movement. This is going to happen real fast. Real fast. Ain't nothing slow about this situation at all. This shit is going to this person's going to come into your life. I hate to use this phrase, but almost like sweep you off your feet. That sounds cheesy as fuck, but you know what I mean, right? It's going to, and this is going to hit the ground running before you even know what's going on. Could be a Sagittarius for some of you. Also have Aquarius here. This person may kind of come across a little bit love bomby. A little bit. They may be coming on really strong. But for some reason, you feel okay with it. Where normally that might trigger your defenses, it's not with this person. Could be a fellow Pisces for some of you, but I think this is you stepping out of your comfort zone here. Okay. It's going to happen real quick, man, real quick. You ain't even going to know what hit you. Let's see what their feelings and intentions are. Their truest, deepest feelings and intentions. Whew, they ready to settle down and commit. But honestly, they are a little bit jaded. They are a little bit jaded. So maybe this person's just like the impulsive type, because there's a part of them that's a little bit jaded and they've kind of given up on love. But for some reason, when they meet you, they're jumping into this head first and not even thinking about it. I know that sounds like so contradictory, but that's what I'm getting here. They've been cheated on a lot in the past. They were at a point where they're giving up on love, but as soon as they meet you, boom, it's on. Like, without even thinking about it. At least I'm not seeing any bad intentions. I'm really not. I think they genuinely do have real feelings for you. So if they come on a little bit strong or they seem a little bit love bombing, no, they're not trying to manipulate you. Now, that's another buzzword in the dating world and in the spiritual community. Love bomb, you know. Why is that such a buzzword? Because that's one of the many, many tools of the narcissist. But just because somebody love bombs you, that doesn't make them intrinsically a narcissist. Just because, yes, narcissists do that too, doesn't mean that only narcissists do that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think they have any bad intentions behind it. I really don't. I think that everything they're spilling out on the table, they mean it. They really do. So, I mean, I would give it solid intentions. All right, well, let's see how it plays out for the first 60 days. How's it playing out for the first 60 days? Outcome for the first 60 days. Boom, 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 boom. Whoa. That's way too many. Okay, one shuffle. Okay, all right. Well, this is where... Okay, so this is where relationships starting quick like that can get a bad rap. Because it's going to start so goddamn quick. You all aren't really going to have much room to really get to know each other on the deepest level in the beginning. So for the first couple of months, it's moving fast. But it's not going to move that fast forever. It's eventually going to start slowing down. And then once things start slowing down, here's the problem. For the first couple of months, while everything is moving really quickly, you start painting a picture in your mind of who you think this person is, where you think this relationship's going, and you start painting the whole picture in your mind. but you're painting the picture in your mind based on nothing but your own ideals. Now, when things start slowing down, you are going to start being handed evidence that shows you that the picture you painted in your mind of who you thought this person was isn't quite who they are. But not because of malicious intentions, not because they've been lying, not because they've been hiding things from you, just because things were moving so fast. Moving so fast, we didn't really have a chance to actually get to know each other at that level. It was moving so goddamn quick, I just painted this scenario up in my mind based on the little bitty bit of information that I have to go with. And of course that's going to be inaccurate. Of course. So things are going to start to slow down. You're going to start seeing some qualities and aspects of this person that don't quite align with what you thought they would, and vice versa. They're going to start seeing the same things in you. The question is, how are y'all going to react to that? That's the question. That is the question. So let's get the advice. Boom, 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 boom. Death card reversed. Man, I'm going to tell you what, try not to ignore the friendship aspect of the connection. Try not to ignore that. I'm not saying ignore the emotional aspect, but don't ignore the friendship aspect. I don't care what the fuck anybody says, because I've heard people try to argue this point. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. If you want to build a life partnership with somebody, you have to be best friends. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, the fuck you do. I've heard so many people argue that point. And you know one thing that all those people have in common? They're not in a successful relationship. You have to be best friends with your person. And you got to focus on forming that connection in the beginning. Because eventually, all the heavy, crazy, intense emotions and the fireworks going off and the, all that shit, that's going to dwindle away after a while. That's totally normal. That's totally natural. That's going to dwindle away. Most people think that they're losing feelings when that starts dwindling away. No, you're not losing feelings. You just mistaken that feeling for love when that feeling is not love. That heavy, intense, explosive bunch of emotions that you feel when you first connect with somebody, that's not love. Now, there's nothing wrong with that feeling. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but people mistaken that feeling for love. And then once that starts dwindling away later on down the line, that's when relationships usually start going downhill, because we thought that was love and we thought that feeling was going to last forever, and it's not. Even when the universe brings you your divine life partner, that feeling is not going to last forever. But here's the good news. True love will start to bubble up to the surface when that in the beginning bullshit starts to wear off. That's when the true love will really start to reveal itself, or lack thereof. So the best thing that you can focus on in the beginning to make sure that a true love connection is being formed through all those crazy emotions in the beginning is to focus on that friendship aspect of the connection. Because if y'all ain't friends, guess what? Those heavy, intense feelings are going to start wearing off in the first year or two, and y'all are going to hate each other. See it happen all the time. How many people do you know right now who are in a long-term relationship with somebody they can't fucking stand? They don't like being around each other. They don't like hanging out. They're just fucking miserable. They're just miserable. That's the reason why that happens. That's the reason why. So, all right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Pisces family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And again, quick reminder, tomorrow, the 19th of December at 11 a.m. Pacific time, we're going live and doing our final round of the $22.22 live mini readings of 2024. We're wrapping it up for a holiday special, okay? I have no clue when we're going to do it again after that, okay? It's very random and very sporadic. The readings get read in order of which they come in. If you would rather wait until we're live tomorrow to order one, you can totally do that. But just to let you know, you will get pushed to the back. So you don't have to sit and wait through all of the fucking live streams to hear your reading. If you want, you can wait until the replay is posted and go look in the comments. There will be a pinned comment with all the timestamps. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.